Hi, in this video I will show you the benefits and some use cases of the Anaconda distribution. Anaconda is primarily used for Python and R programming and is primarily used for package management and deployment and sharing of environments. In order to get started with Anaconda, you have to go to the Anaconda website and navigate to the individual edition and download the software. Once you finish downloading the software, I would recommend opening the Anaconda prompt. So you click into the Anaconda prompt and it will look like this. Now we'll show you some couple use cases on getting you started with using Anaconda. First command that we should know is to see if Anaconda was actually even installed. Type in Conda version and you'll see which Anaconda you normally have in your system. Another useful command is seeing the environments in your system, and you can type in conda env list and it'll show us all the environments that are currently on my system. Currently, I'm in an environment. Let's say I wanted to get out of this environment. I could type in conda deactivate and it will take me back to the home. Notice that I don't have anything in front of my file directory. I could just type in um, but that normally means I'm in the base environment if it doesn't say anything. Let's say I want to go into the conda base environment. Now I'm in my base environment. Let's say I want to deactivate this current environment again. I'll do the same thing. Go and deactivate back to the home. Let's say I want to go into one of these environments. Same thing, conda activate TF, and now I'm in the TF environment. Now I'll show you how to create a conda environment, which primarily is a lot of people do that. So let me just deactivate, go to my home. I just want to create a simple conda environment. The way to do that is conda create -n, the name of the environment, um, and then press enter. It will ask you if you would like to install some things. I will click yes, and now you see it is completed. In order to activate this new environment, again, you could copy and paste or write it out yourself. But again, now I'm in my base environment. Just to confirm, I have Python. Just type in Python, and I see I have Python 3.7 on this machine. All right. Now I'm back to my home conda terminal. I'm going to deactivate this. Again, conda deactivate. Let's say I want to create a more unique conda environment. So let's say I'm going to create a conda environment, test environment with Python 3.8. And then I could do it like that. But let's say I wanted to add some additional packages standard into this. Just first let me finish this. And then let's say I want to add pip, numpy, and pandas. So once I press enter, it will create, oh gosh, I think there I put a space where I was supposed to. Okay, there we are. Now it's going to create, it's going to tell me, do you want to install all these packages? I'll say yes. It'll take some time, but once it finishes, I'll show you how that will look. So after some time, it actually finished. So now here it is how it looks after you finish installing your Python environment. In order to activate this environment, you just got to copy that and then you enter that in. Now you've entered your new environment. Just to confirm, I'm just going to see which environment is my Python. Again, Python 3.9. Apparently, I think it got updated when I chose it. So yeah, I chose Python 3.9 by accident instead. But yeah, so I did that. Let me just exit. let's say I wanted to add an additional package I missed. So let's say I want to add in the request library. Let's type in pip request. Oh, that's standard. Sorry, silly me. Or let's say I want to add this pip install. Sorry. All right, so this is going to take some time. All right, yeah, no, I installed SciPy really quickly. Let's say I want to share this environment with someone else. The way to do that is type in conda env export file text.yaml, for example. Now we'll create that environment. Let me see where that is. So here I got text.yaml, so it's right there. I'm going to type in type to see it. All right, now you see the whole YAML file and all the dependencies and all sorts of things. And that is all I had for this video. Please subscribe to my channel and please share this video. Thank you.